Good day everyone, another day, another testing out the Beautybay Wilderness palette, and I wanted to film it because I enjoy sharing with you my testing of makeup. Today I am feeling the fall, I am feeling the pumpkin spice latte, so I'm going to do a look together with the oranges and the greens. Revolutionary, not very typical me. Yes, but then again, I'm going in with the shade Sunrise on the outer corner of my crease and blending that out nicely. I am so far quite liking this palette. I think this is my fourth look with it. I did a cool tone green, a warm tone green, which you will have seen on my channel already, and a red makeup that is on my Instagram probably by now. And I didn't film that one because it was more like, oh, I want to just play a little bit, and red makeup is quite, I don't know, festive, more artistic, a bit less, I would say, everyday wearable, but then again, that is also very, very personal. With a smaller brush, I'm taking a little bit of the darker red, which is called Raw, and applying it on my outer corner. And I'm not sure, maybe I should actually have gone just for the brown, but it's also fun to sometimes try something else. These shadows are very saturated. I really like it. Like, there's no half measure, there's no gray in here, there's no, like, it's gonna be wearable. I enjoy that because I personally don't love muted tones too much. And, well, I mean, not in colors at least. On a daily basis, maybe yes. But in colors, I like them if they're more punchy. But I feel like this red is maybe too red and I should add some brown, but we'll see about that later. It's almost feeling a bit like a sunset eye by now. We don't mind that, do we? We don't mind that. And now finally with the greens, this is the shade Leaf, which is turning out to be like my favorite shade in the palette. It's this very nice medium, kind of light medium green. And I have to see if I have any dupes for it in my collection and why haven't I been using it more, if I do. But for the rest, it feels like it's a bit of a newer color for me because I don't know, I'm using it a lot. I doubt that I don't have it. It's more of a matter that it gets lost in my collection instead of being really prominent. And probably it can use a little bit of a, could have used a little bit of a lighter base here to really pop more, but so far I think giving it the green is quite nice. On the lid, I'm gonna be taking my glam glue as usual on my finger. I mean, one could use a brush for this, but again, I don't want to go with the wand directly onto my eye for hygiene and simply to keep it clean. And then I'm wondering if I should go with the green right here or with this more goldy tone. Maybe this one, just to make it a little bit less, I want to say crazy, but less colorful of a look, and giving it a little bit of a grounded, more neutral eyelid. Even though, I don't know, is this too light? I feel like the transition between this one and the red is too stark, so we're gonna go in and do something about it in a moment. But look at how beautiful and shiny this eyeshadow is. I have to say, I'm getting more and more impressed with this palette as the time goes by and the more I use it. It's really, really pretty. With this small brush, I'm taking the red shade, which is the shimmer, which is called Heat, and just going on to that transition between the red and the gold and the champagne to just soften it a little bit. And I don't know, adding a little bit more shimmer to the outer corner as well, and back into the gold. because I want that anyways to be the main shimmer. That is a little bit better. Is this not enough green? Maybe I can add the green back into the lower lash line. But we're gonna continue that later. I'm gonna go do but we're gonna continue that later. Now it's time for the base. I'm taking my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in the shade 2W1 Natural and applying it to my face with a stippling brush. Nice moussey texture. I bought this second hand, someone was decluttering it on Vinted, and I wanted it for a while. I had tried last year, 2 years ago actually, maybe, the, yeah, 2 years ago, a sample of it in store, and I did a whole video on the best low coverage bases for oily skin. And this one was a firm favorite. It's not, it doesn't keep your oils at bay, but it fades very gracefully. This type of stippling brush isn't doing it any favors though. And it has a light coverage that looks really natural. So when I saw it on Vinted, I was like, yeah, I think I want it. And my hair is getting all over my face. And now with my latest haul, I purchased the oil-free version, which is for oily skin, so I'm really curious. I had tried that one as well at the time, but I don't know why I wasn't super impressed. I feel like it was maybe higher coverage, but it was also the non-reformulated version. So I was waiting for the reformulated version to come out before I would go and try it on again. I am using my Nars Meridian Creamy Concealer as part of my project pan, but I'm really like at scraping the end, and I already took off the stopper, so I actually might call it quits at this check-in, which I'm gonna film soon because we are at the end of August, and I skipped one because I was on holiday, and then I didn't really use a lot of project pan items. I'm trying to go pretty quickly through this because it's not really anything new, because I want to show you a few new bits that I talked about in my latest haul, and I want to show them to you live and test them. So this is just my Nabla powder that I'm kind of setting my base with. And then now we're going in with new stuff. I have minis of Nudestix, and I have a bronzer, a highlighter, and the new blush color in collaboration with Allanna here on YouTube. So I'm gonna start with the bronzer. I usually put the bronzer on a brush, like I scrape it off of the top, but this I feel like is too tiny, so I'm gonna try and just putting it here. I don't even know what I'm doing. And blending it out with a brush. Oh, the color is very pretty. See, this is so much better than the Patrick Ta colors. The Patrick Ta one, I am pretty sure that if I took the lighter one, I would have liked it better, but I keep hearing that people of my skin tone or who match my same foundations are having issues with having to layer it so much. I'm gonna take a bit with the brush after all to do my forehead. So I really don't, I'm not gonna order it again, and I'm probably gonna declutter this medium shade because, yeah, I'm trying to resell it to, yeah, at least cut the losses a little bit. Then some highlight. Again, I'm just gonna draw it on. It's very subtle actually. Do you see it? I don't see a lot of difference compared to my own shininess, to be honest. It's pretty, but it's not a lot of, even when I draw it on. It's possibly also because the shade is a good match for me. And then the fun part, and the reason why I bought this set, is the shade Picante, which is this bright orange, which fits very well with this makeup. Yeah, I hate this brush it is. I hate tapping things in with my hands when I have to blend it on a bigger surface. Oh, this is nice. Let's see if this works as well. Oh yeah, yeah, this is fine. I was worried that because it was so small, the thing, I wasn't gonna be able to get it on the brush. But look at this fiery blood. Okay, too much maybe. It looks really nice in real life. In camera it looks like a bit too much. I'm gonna tone it down with that stippling brush that I had, at least the edges. And try to reproduce on the other side. I like it. I like it a lot. So Allanna also uses it on her lips, so maybe I should do that as well. Since I don't really have new lipsticks. Do I have new lipsticks to show you? Now, I showed you my We Makeup new lipstick in the previous haul, and the Sephora collection lip stain is very, very dark. So I feel like that's not what I want to go for today. No, just really bright orange. I love this. So cool. So, so cool. I'll probably use it for my lips as well later, but I want to finish my eyes first. And we were saying more green, didn't we? I am going to apply the shade Leaf, the same that we used on top, also here on the lower inner part of the lower lash line. And I mean, green and orange is not revolutionary, is it? It's a bit dark for what I'm envisioning. With a smaller brush, I'm gonna take this shade Eucalyptus, which is the darker green, and apply it on the outer corner. But then I want to blend it out with the orange, because I do like the orange a lot, actually. It blended really well. It is very impactful. So with another pencil brush, I'm just gonna bring the orange down here as well. And then as a last little bit, because I'm not super happy with everything, I love the crease, but the red is a bit too red, so I'm taking the shade Earth, which is the brown in this palette, and see if I can deepen and ground this look a little bit more. Yes, I think this is better. I think I prefer it with a brown rather than with the red. And finally, in my inner corner, I'm gonna apply Ray, because it's the only really inner corner highlight, except for this nice champagne color, but we have it already all over the lid, so let's put something else in the inner corner. And this Ray is a beautiful duochrome, which is the lime shift that I really like. Okay, here I am, a little bit of mascara, green neon liner in the inner corner, because or the inner rim, because I really wanted, I don't know, more green, more pop of green. And now let's go in with Picante on the lips, and I'm gonna put it on my finger. So this one is one of their matte formulas, and I don't usually love it. It's quite dry and silicone-y feeling. The color is gorgeous though, so I'm thinking of actually going in with a lip liner. Let's see if this one is... Yeah, I think this will fit. This is a NYX lip liner in Pumpkin. Applying it properly, like full color in your face. What do we think? I have to say, I love the cheek products. I love the bronzer color. I love the color of the blush. It's really, really pretty. The Wilderness palette keeps surprising me in a good way. The only shades I have not used yet are these blues, and I think I haven't used this one either, or have I? Yeah, I did use this one. So I'm really only left with the blues to try. But I'm not a very much of a blue eyeshadow type of person these days. So for now, I am super happy with how they're performing, and I will go ahead and try to swatch and compare these with my single eyeshadows and the palettes I have, like the melt ones, and see how it compares, because I'm really liking it, and the formula is just so good for $18, and the format of the palette as well. I mean, it's 20 shades, but it's not bulky, it's not huge. I don't know. I think it's very well made. I'm very happy to have purchased it after all. So, this was the Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you liked it and what you think of these products that I've had on so far. I hope you will give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to keep hanging out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.